This is the plaintiff, Doris Robinson. She says she rented a room from the defendant, and when she moved in, she had no electricity. She called the defendant immediately and told him she didn't think it was going to work out because she couldn't live like that, and he told her, too bad. Too bad? Is he serious? She's suing for $525, the amount she's out. This is the defendant, Thomas Caposiello. He says the plaintiff rented a room from him for 30 days. And after living there for about 2 days, she complained there was no electricity. He immediately went over and discovered she had popped a circuit breaker, which he reset. Then, 10 days later, she told him she wanted to move out and wanted a full refund. Hello? Things don't work that way in the real world. He's accused of leaving a tenant in the dark.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket, the plaintiff rented a room from the defendant that had no electricity, but the defendant says it went down for only a few days, and it was the plaintiff's doing. It's the case of Go Fly a Kite.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Doris Robinson, you are suing your former landlord, Thomas Caposiello, for $525 that you want reimbursed to you because the room was unrentable that he rented to you. Tell me what's going on.
I gave Mr. Caposiello $525 on July 11th.
Okay, do you have proof of what you paid him? Do you have a receipt?
Well, I have the paper that he gave to me, and he wrote my name on it.
Does it say 525?
Yeah.
Okay, can I see it?
Here you go.
Are you nervous being that close to Douglas? It says 500, not 525.
Well, I had to give him $25 for the key.
Do you have proof of the 25?
No.
Okay. That was on July 11th, and you were going to live there how long?
For, I guess, a month, or I was going to pay him month to month.
Month to month. All right, so you move in, and where is...
No, I didn't move in.
Oh, what happened?
Because the people who live in the building started telling me there's bed bugs in the building.
Okay.
So I didn't want to move in because I know if the bed bugs get into my things, it's going to be hard for me to get out. So I didn't want to move in. So I called him because the lights weren't on in the room.
Is this on July 11th, the day you're supposed to move in? The lights aren't on?
Yes.
But how do you hand him the money? You're not in the apartment at that time, and weren't the lights working?
He brought me upstairs and showed me the room. I seen the room, and we left. And then later on, I went upstairs to go into the room, and the lights were not on.
Okay, when you gave him the 500, were you in the room?
No, we were outside.
Had you just seen the room and the lights were working?
No, I didn't see the room when I gave him the money.
Had you ever seen the room?
No.
You paid the guy for a room you hadn't seen, and you were there at the building?
Yeah, because I was desperate to get a room at
But
that
well, you
day.
can't. You're so desperate that you can't say, "Come on, let's go look at it." I mean, I don't get that. Did she see the apartment or didn't she?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense that you would give sight unseen $500 and not see the apartment that you are standing inches from. And was there electricity?
Yes, Your Honor.
When did you first get a call from her that there was no electricity, or did you?
Approximately 2 days after she moved in.
And what was the problem?
The problem is, Your Honor, there's approximately 18 rooms in the mansion. It's a former mansion we converted to a rental.
Okay.
And what had happened was, when she had moved in, she had popped a circuit breaker. There's only 1 meter, Your Honor. And that
Well, then how do you know she popped it?
Well, because each room is numbered. In other words, if you
Okay,
overload,
got
there's
it,
only
yes. She popped the circuit breaker for her. When you went, the circuit breaker for her was popped.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you just had to switch it back.
Yes, Your
How
Honor.
long did it take you to get out there?
It was the following day.
So it was. You didn't tell her to go to the circuit breaker and check that?
No, the basement's locked, Your Honor.
Oh.
Tenants not allowed down there.
Okay. She says that she finds out there's bed bugs and she's not going to have that and she wants her money back. What say you to that?
Your Honor, that's untrue. Yeah, it's untrue.
Were there ever
what had
bed bugs
happened
there?
was She had moved in, and she did go
Were
up.
there ever bed bugs there?
Approximately a year ago, we had an incident in the building, but not in her room.
And it wasn't in her room, and what was done to eradicate the bed bug problem?
We purchased from a Florida outfit, we purchased a box spring and mattress with micro zipper. I have all receipts for them, per room, per mattress, per box spring. For every room. I own
For every room,
I own
just in
five,
case.
5 boarding houses.
Okay, so wait, so it was one room that had the issue, but you purchased the covers for all the rooms because you
Correct.
didn't
And
want
I
to have.
also purchased a detector, which it's a glue trap that came on the market recently, actually about a year ago. And 5 of the investors in Shark Tank invested in these glue
Oh,
traps.
Shark
around
Tank, the
it.
television show?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what do these little devices do?
Well, what they do is you place them under your mattresses and corner of the bedpost, and you leave them there, and they're attracted to this chemical in there before the human blood. And
What is the device called?
buggy bed bugs.
Buggy bed bugs?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, they could have found a better name. I don't know. All right. Had there been any reports of bed bugs after that eradication that you just described?
No, no, Your Honor.
All right, so you didn't move in. That just scared you.
Right.
Right.
So can you get rid of bed bugs?
Yes, you can get rid of bed bugs. I think there's companies that service that.
And it actually works where you can get rid of them?
Yes, it does, but it takes a while.
You can get them out?
Absolutely. I got bed bugs at a hotel. I brought them home. Done. Gone. They're gone.
Okay. Just move slightly away from me. Just slightly away. Okay. Going inside the courtroom.
Bed bugs can happen. And what a landlord's responsibility is to eradicate them. And if the guy did and you didn't even see a bed bug, why does he have to return the $500? In other words, it may be the best decision you ever made that you didn't want to go in there, but why does it cost somebody else for you to make that decision? He does. He has a right to rent the place. I presume that you have a right to rent the places out there.
Absolutely.
But
Right.
the reason he said that he didn't want to give me my money back is because I lived in the room.
I
And
don't care. It doesn't matter whether you lived in the room. You guys can argue that all day long. It makes no difference. You have an oral agreement. You're going to rent the place, and you're going to pay $500, and you paid it. So you have a right to live in the room. And the only way you have a right to get the money back is if, in fact, you have a right to get the money back. If, in fact, he did something wrong to breach that contract, or there's something that breaches the contract. What happened is you heard a rumor there have been bed bugs and you didn't want in, which is fine. But when you do that, why does that mean that he has to give you the money back? A landlord can, first of all, the landlord, do you live there?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, so he didn't bring the bed bugs. Somebody else brought the bed bugs, but he has a responsibility as a landlord to eradicate them, and he did.
But they're still there.
Okay, that's great. Do you have any evidence of that? That they were there in your room and a problem for you, and that's why you breached, as opposed to that the whole thing creeped you out and you didn't want to move in there.
Well, I called the Board of Health to go into the
And
building.
what happened?
They couldn't get in.
Oh, so then how do you know that they're still in there? Okay.
They are.
All right. Did she give you $500 or $525?
$525, Your Honor.
She did give you $525.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, and did she return the key?
I got the key on August 28th.
Okay, so she should get back the $25, right?
Absolutely.
Right. $25 verdict for the plaintiff. As for the $500, I find that there is no breach on the part of the defendant. And like I said, you're welcome not to move in there, but not every decision we make costs somebody else. That's my verdict.
Excuse me, Your Honor,
Good
may I
luck.
say one thing?
Yeah.
And,
Winning wasn't good enough? Go ahead.
well, I thank
Go
you very
ahead.
much, Your Honor,
What?
for the victory. I just want to say that she was very, very desperate. She was sleeping in her car. I generally get $600 per month for this room and security. I waived the security for this woman, okay? I turned around and gave
So
her...
why do you think she didn't? Do you think it's just the rumor of prior bed bugs, the
she
ghost
got-
of bed bugs past that
Mrs.
freaked her out?
Robinson, Your Honor, got spooked.
Dude, I wouldn't move in if I had heard
No,
that there were
I
bed
wouldn't either, but you know what?
You know,
Your
I don't
Honor-
blame her. I'm just saying I can't legally blame you. We're done. We're done.
done.
Nice knowing you.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Your Honor.
Good
Nice
luck,
knowing
folks.
Hold on.
Yeah, so the plaintiff is right here and walking very slowly. What's going through your mind right now
Nothing.
about the case?
Nothing at all.
The bed bugs?
Nothing.
Did that freak you out when you heard that? The bed bugs freaked you, right?
Yes.
That's understandable. I think that would freak most people out, and that's why you just split.
Right.
But you do understand the ruling, right? That and why he's not responsible for your
Sure.
decision. All right.
Whatever you say.
All right. So step on in here. What's right here? What's your reaction to this outcome here?
Well,
Yep.
she approached, she gave us a call, and she was in desperate need for a room.
I know. We heard.
We helped her,
You won.
and we won. And
You won.
the house is bed bug free. It was a year ago. She listened to a lot of tenants in there that were giving her false information.
Harvey? Okay, you know, in every single lease, even if it doesn't say it, there's something called a warranty of habitability, which means it has to be free of safety and health problems, significant problems. Bottom line, in this case, it wasn't proven.